Thank you very much indeed, Ceann Corley, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to make a personal statement to the House and to officially put on the record the facts relating to an incident that took place 4 years ago, September 2016, and which has been the subject of media controversy over recent days. And while I have cooperated with print and broadcast media inquiries since the issue emerged last Friday, I felt it was necessary and important as a matter of courtesy and indeed respect to offer you and all my peers here in Dáil Éireann an explanation. On September the 18th, 2016, I travelled to attend the All-Ireland football final with a friend. Before the match I consumed 2 drinks, and following the game we had a light meal before driving home to Offaly. On the way to drop my friend home, I was stopped by Gardaí and asked to participate in a breathalyser test. I did so, and both this test and a subsequent test at the local Garda station confirmed that I was over the legal alcohol limit. At the time I held a learner driving permit because my previous provisional licence had lapsed. As such, the penalty for my offence was a €200 fine and a 3-month driving ban. I subsequently secured and now hold a full, clean driving licence. There has been some speculation about how someone of my age could be driving on either a learner permit or a provisional licence. The fact is that before the recent and proper reforms of the system, it was not uncommon for people of all ages and levels of experience to drive with either a provisional or learner permit. However, this was bad practice, and I clearly should have regularised my position much sooner. Discussion surrounding this incident has now extended to include reporting of various parking and speeding fines that I have incurred over the years. I am conscious that a constant drip feed of new information can be damaging and destabilising, and it is for that reason that I conducted a full examination of all records that I could attain. The only additional event that I have been able to identify, not reported this morning, was a failure to display a tax disc while parked in Tullamore 14 years ago, for which I paid a fine. And while I absolutely respect the right of media outlets to do their job, I would genuinely hope that such infractions, which I suspect many of us in this House have had to deal with in our lives, would not be conflated with the altogether different offence of drink driving for which I am responsible. My decision in September 2016 to drive home after consuming any alcohol was a stupid mistake. It never happened before the 18th of September 2016, and it has never happened since. It is a mistake for which I am profoundly sorry. The emergence of this issue into the public domain has put an intense spotlight on me and on the shame, more importantly, the shame of drink driving. The criticism that I have attracted for such a serious lack and lapse of judgment is fully deserved. This grave error, my subsequent humiliation, will hopefully serve to highlight the terrible dangers and consequences of drink driving. I have apologised to my family, to the Taoiseach, to the government, to my constituents and to the general public. Earlier today I spoke with Susan Gray of Park Road Safety Group and Donna Price of the Irish Road Victims Association, offering them an apology for the impact and the hurt that this event has obviously had on many victims. I also offered to help and assist insofar as I can, or others should, to help rid us of the scourge or the example that I set in relation to drunk driving. Now, formally, on the record of this House, I sincerely, as I said earlier, want to apologise to my peers and my colleagues. It is a source of deep regret that my actions have reflected poorly on the work of elected representatives and on my party. I want to assure the House that I will now invest my full energy, my full focus on the responsibility I've been given as a TD and as a Minister. Today, for example, I don't think it's wrong that I say so in relation to this deliberation. I've had separate meetings with EU Commissioner Hogan and the Northern Ireland Minister for Agriculture, Edwin Poots, ensuring Ireland's agriculture, food and fisheries sectors and their interests remain best served in advance of or after an EU-UK trade deal, ensuring the structures provided and foreseen by previous governments and patriots within it and enshrined in the Good Friday Agreement, which maximises the potential economic benefit of an all-island economy, manifested too, thankfully, in the Northern Ireland Protocol of the Brexit withdrawal deal. This evening I met with Coillte and the forestry officials in the Department of Agriculture, agreeing short-term measures to overcome potential crisis in the timber harvesting industry, which could gravely and severely affect our capacity and our promise to respond as promised to the ongoing housing crisis. It's the likes of that work and future work of its kind that I would rather be remembered for. And I'll continue to represent the people of Laois and Offaly, the loyal and faithful people, to the best of my ability. And I'll dedicate myself as well to deliver on the promise that is contained in the programme for government. A programme for government that I worked arduously and hard and effectively with others and with new colleagues to finalise that agreement and eventually allow it to be put before this House after 5 months of hard work. And I hope and I commend it to the House, and I hope it's successful, and I hope this country gets what it deserves in relation to a stable government. But that's politics for another day. Today, as I said, was about informing this House and my peers of my misdemeanour. Thank you very much.